Hi there again, it's Tom and Harry back with another gear review. This time we are doing the Ogden Sika sack that Tom's been using for a couple of years, and he's going to talk you through the sort of features and bits and bobs.
Yeah. So first thing to say is the need for this came, we have got one farm, Chiltern Hills, with a lot of fallow on it, and when you shot one, actually extracting it can be pretty difficult, partly because ground tends to get quite wet, pretty steep, so actually getting a vehicle to it is pretty difficult, and then if you've got a sort of 40 odd kilo carcass to try and drag out, it's pretty tough going to literally drag it out, and also, to be honest, pretty unhygienic in terms of it just gets covered in crap. So started looking online, found lots of row sacks, but actually nothing quite big enough for a sort of full-size fallow, until I came across this from Ogden, which is what they call their Sika sack, but actually I found will pretty much just about take a big fallow pricket or a big fallow doe. It's also sort of gusseted on the front here, so if you undo that, it can actually extend pretty big here. Two nice big front pockets for storing various bits and pieces, knives, gloves, other miscellaneous sort of bits of equipment. Drawstring on the top there, so once you've got something inside it, you can pull it closed, and that keeps everything nice and tidy. Probably one of the best bits for me is it comes with a sort of internal plastic lined liner bag that actually it's waterproof as well, so if you put something in there and a bit of blood and bits and pieces comes out, it stays within this liner rather than seeping out into the rucksack. And when you get home, you can just pull the carcass out in this, and the rucksack's fine. The rucksack can go back into the kit cupboard, and doesn't cover everything else in blood and guts, and you can just hose this off outside. Fits on your back just like any sort of normal rucksack. Two nice big strong shoulder straps, and it does have a waistband there as well. To be honest, I found the waistband just wasn't quite the right sort of place for me on my back, but the shoulder straps are absolutely fine on their own. It seems to be really good quality. It's had some pretty heavy fallow deer in there, and nothing seems to have sort of buckled or broken or ripped or anything like that. So really impressed with it so far. I think you've been with me when I've been using it, but not actually when you've actually shouldered it yet, have you? But
No, I've seen obviously and used row sacks before, that pretty established in the UK. Lots of people use them. In Scotland people use them, but no, I hadn't come across it until you whipped it out one evening, and I was quite impressed. And, chucked a fallow doe in it and up the hill, and everyone's tried dragging a heavy fallow doe across a ploughed field or whatever, and actually this does make it very easy.
Just that bit cleaner, and I don't think I would necessarily carry this around with me all the time whilst I was stalking. As you can see, it's pretty big and it's pretty heavy and pretty cumbersome, but actually to have in the back of the car, so that if you do shoot something and you can't drive that close to it, and it is just wet and horrible and disgusting out there, to be able to just quickly go and grab this, chuck whatever it is in there, and then haul it out makes the world of difference. They're not as expensive as I thought they'd be, £122. I think the row version it's obviously slightly smaller, so slightly cheaper as well. But to be honest, if I was you and I was getting a sack and I potentially had fallow or Sika on the menu as well, I'd probably go for the bigger version, because I think the row one is just that bit too small to fit a fallow in. Very impressed with it, worth having a look at, so if you're in the market for one, definitely check this out. It's the Ogden Sika sack, £120, can't go wrong.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, and tune in next time when we have some more gear reviews. Thanks.